Hi guys, this is Abby Normal and welcome back to Date War. Now I'm actually pretty into this game, I'm not gonna lie. It makes me smile, and I didn't think it would make me smile as much as Hat for Boyfriend, another dating sim which I love, but you know, this is a dating sim by the way, before anyone's like, oh, are you sure this could be, it's a blah blah blah. No, pretty sure it's me trying to bang at least one of these hot totty boys. Yeah. The boys, minus Bradley, are gathered in the main hall. Albin leans against the pillar looking unconcerned. Nathaniel appears more agitated, pacing back and forth in a small space. As for Linz, he's looking up the stairs at me. As I take a seat beside Raphael on the steps, he begins. As you all know, there are force fields around all the doors and windows, preventing anyone from leaving the house. There is also a force field preventing us from turning off the power manually. Nathaniel frowns at that. Oh, get on with it. All is not lost. I have set up a process which will build up power until it finally burns itself out completely. Oh, how long will that take? Oh, I can't remember the voice for Janet. Oh, hang on. I gotta get a bit more wisdom. Yeah, there's a lot of there you go. Approximately 4 days. 4 days? Please don't start screaming again. Oh, you can't expect me to stay here for 4 days. I'm afraid the decision is out of your hands. He has crazy eyes. Oh, no one is getting in or out. Well, what about food and water? And toilet paper. We'll take inventory of what we have on hand and plan accordingly. The water at least still seems to be coming through. Also, we should feed Bradley. Oh, do we have to? We can't starve him before... I'm forgetting voices again. We can't starve him for 4 days. Oh, we can't leave him locked in a room either. Everyone turns to stare at me. Well, think about it. He'd have to use the bathroom. Bad for the floors. So what would you propose we do with him? Well, me? I believe that's what I asked. Well, do you have a bedroom with an ensuite? Not that I'm willing to allow him into. Oh, what about the upstairs bathroom then? It's big enough. So you're not going to insist that we let him out? Well, I don't know if he's crazy or you or both, but he's the one who had the gun. Nathaniel claps his hands together lightly to draw our attention. Like that. I believe we have a plan. Linz, remove everything from the upstairs bathroom that we might need, or that might be dangerous. Albin, go around the house checking on anything that we might be limited in supply, such as soap and toilet paper. Take a tally of what's available. Raphael, I need you in the kitchen. Work out what food we have and how best to make it last. Then find something to feed Bradley. When that's done, we can move into the other room. Well, what should I do? If you could perhaps help Raphael in the kitchen? Well, okay. I wonder what Nathaniel will be doing. Being in charge, I suppose. No one's complaining. We're all locked in here for 4 more days. We have to work together. Oh no! I'm locked in a house for 4 days. 4 very handsome men and 1 slightly crazy one. Be quiet already. We fed you, didn't we? Let me out of here. I can't remember Bradley's voice. Let me out of here. Yeah, let me out of here. Not happening. The boys have moved Bradley from bedroom to bathroom as planned, but he is not appreciating it. I've got to find out what's going on. May I tell him? Albin just shrugs at me. Do whatever you want. He walks off, leaving me alone with Bradley. Well, alone with the bathroom door. We tried Linz's idea with the shielding, but nothing happened. We can't get through the force fields and we can't turn them off. Ugh. How do you know they're not lying to you about that? They don't know how to get out either. We're all working together, but we're going to be trapped here for 4 days. What happens then? The power overloads and shuts down. And then we all die. Oh, haven't you ever heard of thinking positive? Don't you see? 5 days, 5 years, 5 people, and they never come back. There are 6 people in the house. Only because I was holding your hand. There would be 5. 5 times 5. 4 people disappear because 4 people in a house and we're the 5th. But what will we become? Wait, are you suggesting that one of those guys is actually your sister? How? Bradley, think about what you're suggesting. If they are, then I'm not getting a date with any one of them. Actually, wait. I would. Yeah, no. I'd make that decision right now, yeah? Depends, you know. Depends if they're still up for it, but of a threesome. Oh god, what am I saying? I don't know, but I need to find out. Is there any medication you're supposed to be taking? I'm not crazy, Janet. I just hope you see that before it's too late. I shake my head, forgetting for the moment that he can't see me. There's no point in continuing this conversation. Lost in thought, I walk down the hallway and turn towards the stairs. And walk into Alwyn and Lynn's. Oh, sorry. Wait, were you spied on me? Of course. Well, are you satisfied? I'm not planning to kill you all, y'all, or whatever else you think. I'm not speaking in tongues behind your back. Satisfied. For the moment. You're the ones hiding something, not me. I don't even know your full names. Enough is enough. Come on. I march past them and snap my fingers in the air. Hail! Head held high, I stride into the main lobby. I don't look back to see if Lynn and Alwyn are following. I can hear them back there anyway. They're more likely to obey if I act like I expect it. Raphael, Nathaniel, everybody get in here. We need to talk. Ugh. She has a constant cold because, you know, she came in from the dripping rain. Once everyone is settled, I begin. We're all going to be stuck in here together for a while, so it's only fair that we should all know some things about each other. Are you all girls? I don't know. I'm so confused right now. What if you are all girls? What if Bradley's right? I wouldn't mind this at all. I don't know how well you guys know each other already, but I don't know anybody. And there are probably things that I ought to know to stop me from sticking my foot in my mouth. So can we please do a basic introduction? Who are you? What do you do? And is there anything special I should know about you? I'll start. I'm 19 and a freshman at Brook. I might go pre-med or journalism, but I'm not sure yet. You might have noticed I don't take meat. I don't smoke or drink either, so you can't do that near me. It's bad. It's bad for you. Now you. They look at each other. Oh, this is where I can do like a new voice for them, if I wanted to. I don't know what you want to know. Well, like you and Lynn's, you work for him? Are you related? No, we're just roommates. I don't have a job. How old are you? What about school? I'm 18, and I'm not in school. What? Why not? That is not your business. But perhaps I could not now. See, there you go again, hiding things. You heard him, it's none of your business. Well, what about you? What do you do? Why are you in here? Maybe I rob banks for a living. And I'm here because he is my guest. Alwyn glares at Nathaniel but cuts off what he was going to say. They're just simple questions. I mean, if we're stuck here, none of you are going to be able to get to work on Monday. Isn't that a problem for you? There's a moment of silence. This might surprise you, but I do not actually need to work. I'm between jobs. I am a free agent. I work when I choose. Well, what about schooling? I received my bachelor's degree several years ago. As did I. I dropped out. None of you have any reason to leave this house. Isn't that a little odd? We were all here when you got here, remember? Well, that is true. Did we accidentally crash a party or something? You know, Bradley started to get the idea that maybe those missing girls he's talking about have somehow turned into you guys, and that's why you all live in this mysterious house. Show me your penises now! I want to know! You, Raphael! Get it out! There really is no mystery here. Linz was here to perform work on the electrical systems. Raphael accompanied him. Albin is my guest, and this is my home. Linz glares at Nathaniel. I wonder if what he just said is a lie or a truth Linz didn't want revealed. So, does that mean this whole force field mess is your fault? Albin tosses his head. Yep. This is a waste of time. I don't have to stand around and listen to you ask boring questions. He shoves himself away from the wall and exits. Fuck you too, Albin. And I have research to do. Since, as you say, this is all my fault. Wait for me. He starts to hurry after Linz and then stops and looks at Nathaniel and back again. I'm sorry. And then he's gone. But I want to help. Perhaps it would be a good idea for you to retire for the night. You've had a very strange day. I'm sure some rest would do you good. Good night. Boys. Hey. Boys and their penises. It's the middle of the night. I was having the strangest dream. I'm still dreaming! I was strapped to a table while Linz covered me with tiny suction cups. Suddenly I heard a commotion and Bradley rushed into the room, pushing Raphael in the wheelbarrow. The wheelbarrow overturned, trapping Linz and Raphael underneath, and Bradley drew his sword and cut the straps that tied me down. Then we had to fight our way into the castle in time to stop Albin from marrying Nathaniel. Which is really like, what? Have I been writing fan fiction? Because this is pretty much what I would write. But there were too many guards who had to scare them, so Bradley set me on fire. And that's when I woke up. The house is quiet. Everyone else is probably asleep. I have the whole spooky mansion to myself. Oh, it's the worst when you wake up and you can't get back to sleep. Because bad dreams. When I was little, I used to read girl detective novels. Every old house came complete with the secret passages and smuggler's gold, just like in the famous Five. This is my chance to explore. It's not that I don't trust them. Well, okay, it is that I don't trust them. Not completely. Or should I? They don't trust me either. They're not going to tell me everything, so I'll just have to find out on my own. In particular, what is down in the basement? Probably nothing. Probably just some switch boxes and storage things. But I'd like to see for myself. I'm not an idiot. I'm not going to touch anything that might be related to the electrical system. I just want to look. Now, the staircase was down around here somewhere. Ah! He actually startled me. Well, what have we here? Dargon! Where did he come from? He actually startled me. Sneaking around, Janet. I was drink. I was hungry. I was lonely. Hold me. I was hungry. Yeah, they might be like, oh, you can't eat anything. You're not allowed because, yeah. Do it this way. Do it this way. If we do it like this, then I do it like this. I was hungry, so I came down to make myself a midnight snack, that's all. After all the worry about making the limited food supply last for 4 days, you're stealing a snack. Oops. Cover. It's the same amount of food no matter how quickly or slowly we eat it. It only matters that we don't waste any. What about making sure that each person gets their fair share? Change your plans. The best defense is a good offense. What are you doing down here? Are you just mad because I caught you trying to sneak food too? No, I'm done right. We can both forget all about this, go right back to bed. Together. What? No! Go on then. I'll be right behind you. I have had it with you and your insinuations. Do you actually take lessons in being a creepy, twisted little pervert? I take issue with the little. I should have said lonely. Well, tough. Ugh. And I stomp away before he can get the better of me again. So much for the exploring. I shouldn't have lost my temper like that. I don't want him to be my enemy, but I'm tired and I want to go home and I've got no one to rely on but myself. I feel so alone. Maybe this time I can manage to dream of something happier. Let's hope. The next morning, I am awakened by a gentle knock at the door. Janet, are you awake? I quickly run my fingers through my hair and try to arrange myself. Oh, quick, gotta make myself look nice. Come in! Just positioned on the bed, completely naked, just like, "Ah, Nathaniel, you caught me at the wrong time." Ugh. Since it's not possible to go out at the moment, I've made the sitting room available this morning for quiet prayer, if you wish. Oh, no, I'm not religious. And I've had more than enough of faking my way through practices I don't believe in with my high school's daily chapel services. Amen to that, sister. I grew up caught between the rituals of my school and the remnants of my grandparents' religion, and never feeling that I quite understood either of them. I don't have any shrines or statues in my dorm room, and I certainly don't go to church. Religion isn't part of my life now. Of course, Vanessa's Christian, and she never goes to church either. I'm not sure very many people do if they're not obligated by school or family. Well, then we'll see you for breakfast when you're ready. He leaves me to finish my morning preparations. Also, I've just noticed the portrait on the wall. That is one very, very pretty lady, Nathaniel. Maybe you wanna marry or something, hey? When I come downstairs, Nathaniel and Lynn's are waiting for me. What did you and Raphael work out about the food arrangements? Is Raphael not here? Well, there should be enough to go around as long as they don't waste anything. Your kitchen was pretty well stocked. There are some fresh strawberries that need to be eaten today. All the meat is frozen, so it's vegetables, bread, and milk that will go off fastest. After that, just make sure that when you cook things, you eat the leftovers quickly. Since it appears to be serve yourself this morning, I head into the kitchen to get some fruit and plain cereal. Nathaniel follows me and does the same, although he picks a cereal with nuts in it. Lynn shows no interest in the food, heading straight for the French press to make a cup of coffee. We may run out of milk before the 4 days. 3 now. I suppose we're up. But there's plenty of oatmeal and spices, and I can make porridge with water. I return to the dining room to eat my breakfast. Nathaniel comes in from the kitchen, bringing a glass of water along with a cereal. Mustn't forget these. Did you just blink at me? What? Okay. He picks up one of the pots of roses and carefully adds a small amount of water. Oh, they're very pretty. And helpless. But as long as we are here to care for them, they will bloom for us. He finishes watering the roses and settles in with the cereal. A minute or two later, Alvin turns up. Hi, Alvin. I thought you were... Nah, it's not the same. Anyway, it's not my fault I'm stuck in here. Coffee's in the pot. Thanks. He heads off to the kitchen. Ugh, addicts. No coffee for you then? Only when I need to stay up late typing or something. By the way, is there somewhere I can get on the internet from here? I know the phone's down, but it might still work. What? Yes, I knew it. We're back in time. We're back in time. This was my theory. We are in a place where we still had phones, but we didn't have internet. The what? The internet? To send an email? I don't understand. I guess he's not much for computers. I shrug and turn to Lynn's. Does your connection work? Can I borrow it? What sort of connection? To connect your computer to the network. Which network? The internet! Which internet? Oh god! Stop playing dumb. If you don't want me using your computer, just say so. Do you know what she's talking about? I'm not sure. How can they possibly not know what the internet is? Something's not right here. The internet, the World Wide Web, the information superhighway, and Al Gore's stupid campaign speeches. Yeah. For a moment, I'm lost for words. This is impossible. Alvin re-enters carrying a mug and some toast. Morning. Who's the president? What? The president of what? The president of the United States! The United Arab States? I'm not certain, I've never been there. Who rules this country? Queen Charlotte, nominally. Ferraro's prime minister, though. I just stare. What's with her? This is the United States of America. We have a president, not a queen. No country has a Queen Charlotte, and everyone knows what the internet is. She's as crazy as Bradley. I'm not crazy. I fetch my purse and dig out my money I had with me. Just a few bills and coins, but they're enough to show the logos and famous figures of the USA. Where did these come from? Plenty of board games print funny money. Not coins. Linz picks up a nickel and eyes it curiously. And these dates are accurate? Why wouldn't they be? They're in the future. What? Would you? You're just like that. What do you mean it's in the future? Is she supposed to be a time traveler now? Not exactly. Some of these years are real. Well, what year is it for you? 1984. Oh, so yeah, not too far. So you know what a phone was, you just don't know what the internet was. You know what the computer was. Ow, my stomach hurts. Over 20 years in the past. Sorry, that was me. IRL, not in the game, like, ow, my stomach hurts. Where do you come from? I come from here. I went to high school at St. Teresa's and then to Brook College, and then I went on a drive with Bradley, and there's no school named Brook College near here. I've lived here in Memphis my whole life. Memphis was a city in ancient Egypt. This is Chickasaw Oaks. What the hell? Bradley was right. This house doesn't exist. Your hallucinations or spirits or something. Who's lost it? I can assure you that I am quite real. He touched me earlier when he was setting up the magnets for the tests. He's not a ghost, but what is he? Do you have any other evidence of your story? Do you have any evidence of yours? I'm so sassy. I believe I asked you first. Yep. I shake my purse out onto the table, revealing a book, published in the USA in 1991, a pen, a hairbrush, a keyring, my wallet with up-to-date bank card, student ID, and state non-driver's card, a packet of tissues, a squashed pack of vending machine crackers, and of course my cell phone. I hand over the evidence along with explanations after I turn on the cell phone. Linz takes it from my hand and stares in fascination. What's so exciting about those signals? Full colour and such high resolution in something so small. You really are living in the past. It's just a toy. I'm sure we could produce a toy like this with dedicated factories, but the cost would be far too much for a prank, even for someone like Nathaniel. Do you truly come from our future, Janet? There wasn't a Queen Charlotte in the 80s either. There hasn't been a king or queen here for over 200 years. Oh! Paradox! Time! Time is a bunch of wibbly-wobbly, time-wimey stuff. Yes. A parallel universe. Fascinating. That's impossible. Not impossible, just very, very improbable. Perhaps you judged Bradley's motives too quickly. I never denied having a colossal ego. Oh, Bradley, we have to let him out and find out what he knows. He's been researching this. He attacked us. He was scared and confused. He won't do it again. So you're on his side after all. I'm on my side. Something very strange is going on. We should share what knowledge we have. Well, I won't be part of it. Come on, Linz. If they're letting him out, we better make sure that the lab is secure. Shut up, Alan. I liked you. And so your colonies declared independence in the time of King George III. That's right. No American Revolution, no Continental Congress. Instead, they have a country named Atlanta, after the ocean, and it's part of the British Commonwealth. But the river is still the Mississippi. Was it the same King George that we had? It would seem so. Perhaps this is where our worlds diverged. That depends. Have you ever heard of Shakespeare? What's that? Okay then, your world's a lot different from ours. Once he had heard that Nathaniel and the others might actually believe his story, Bradley was eager to help. He doesn't even seem to hold a grudge for being locked up overnight. Of course, Nathaniel was not returning Bradley's weapon. I don't know what happened to it. They didn't tell me what. They didn't tell me, which is reasonable. I have hiccups again. Oh, it's all going wrong this playthrough. What would you recommend as a good world history text? It would be interesting to see what else. Don't get distracted, Janet. Don't get distracted, Janet. This is another world. Learning its history won't solve our problems. Which are? How did we get here? What happened to the other people who disappeared, and how do we get home? All very good questions. Ah! You. Please, we should not be enemies. Perhaps not. However, I should inform you that the entrance to my laboratory is locked and trapped with a large number of interesting measures. Therefore, if you are here to engage in industrial espionage, you would be advised to reconsider, unless you enjoy excruciating pain. In which case, we might be able to devise something more entertaining to do together. You freak! It's all part of some scheme of yours after all. You may fool them, but don't fool me. Oh, Bradley, stop it! We need his help. That wasn't your voice, I don't know what happened there. Doesn't want to help us. On the contrary, if you have discovered a method of extra-universal travel, I'm eager to learn about it. Where is Alban? He still believes that these two are either deranged or unfriendly agents, or both. But you've changed your mind. That's my prerogative. Okay, so... oh, no! Sorry, I've lost my cold. Sorry. Okay, so what do we do now? We've jumped from our world into yours, and this has probably happened to people before. Bradley, you said people were disappearing every 5 years, and the first one was 25 years ago, right? The first one I could find in the papers. Not every missing person gets news coverage, and it's not always easy to know where someone disappeared from. There could be more. Oh, of course. Why would anything be so simple? But did they all come here? Susan said that she saw a large house with lights in the windows, but that's not much of a description. I thought it was this house, but I can't be sure. Susan was your sister? Susan is my sister. She's out there, somewhere. Well, what does she look like, in case someone saw her here? Taller than you, about 5'9". Brown hair down past her shoulders, with bright purple streaks, hazel eyes. She had 3 piercings in one ear, one in the other. It's not Nathaniel. The night she went out 5 years ago, she was in a little black dress and red leather jacket. And her old blue backpack. She'd been out to a party. She was coming back, her car broke down. She went to the house for help. She was only 20. I'm sorry, if someone like that had knocked on our door, I think I would remember it. I don't live in this province 5 years ago, neither did Raphael. You might ask Alban. A girl like that, if she'd come to the city, could have ended up running with his friends. What do you mean, a girl like that? No, don't rush your judgment. I have very fond memories of that kind of girl. You slimy son of a— Quiet! Bradley, he always talks like that. Don't rise to it. Lens, please remember that this young man does not know if his sister is alive or well. Please be gentle with him. My point was only that she sounds like a young woman who prefers entertainment to study. Bradley sighs. It doesn't matter anyway. Susan was going to the house that she saw. She was never here. If she was thrown into some other universe. There's always hope. She could have arrived at a time when I was away from home. When Lynn's experiment is complete and force field gone, we can contact. Lynn's glares at Nathaniel, but I'm distracted as the weight of the matter suddenly settles on my shoulders. We're in another universe, different history, different science, different people. When that force field goes away, we'll still be in another universe. We're not trapped for 3 days, we're trapped forever. My head spins. Lynn's is speaking, but I can't hear him. Oddly enough, it's his presence that gives me focus. The last time I panicked, he knocked me out, and I don't want him to do that again. Yeah, you bugger. I have to think positively. Wait, someone's talking to me. Janet? Are you alright? I'm okay. I'm just thinking about our problems, like you said. Your sister has never been able to get home, right? Even if we find her, what do we do then? If we're trapped here, how do we live? My school doesn't exist in this universe. How do I get my degree? Priorities! Perhaps I could help or find a way out. I got here, didn't I? And everyone said it was impossible. I didn't even know where I was trying to get to. And now you'll have someone intelligent assisting you. Bradley glares, but this time he is able to resist Lynn's taunting. However, for the next 3 days, our focus is still here. The procedure must be completed. But some of us enjoy multitasking. We can't afford to lose you to another universe. Naturally. Nathaniel closes his eyes and takes a deep breath. Bradley, Janet, you are my guests, and I will do what I can for you, so long as you are respectful to the other members of this house. Please stay out of the basement and don't disturb Lynn's room to work. Please respect the privacy of others. I understand. Yeah, whatever. I expect you'll be able to find many interesting books here now that you know where you are, so if you excuse us. With a polite nod, Nathaniel exits, and Lynn's goes with him. Well, just our luck that we ended up in a universe of force fields and mad scientists, huh? Could be worse, could be dragons. That would be awesome, Bradley! No, really, a rich guy offering us a place to stay while we search, and a crazy scientist helping us get back? That's about the best I could hope for. So, you don't think they're serial killers or ghosts anymore? I don't know anything for certain. But this explanation makes more sense. The simplest explanation is usually true, right? The simplest explanation is that this is all one crazy dream! You don't really think that, do you? Well, you might have slipped something funny into my food at dinner that night, but probably not. We're standing there smiling at each other and thinking about a wild, mixed-up world, and therefore we don't even hear someone else enter the room. Uh-oh. Don't think you're getting off that easily. Nathaniel's soft. Wants to think everyone's all nice and nice. And I'm not. You're a coward and a liar and a maniac, and I'm not gonna forgive you what you've done. What's he done? What about you? You've been hassling us ever since we got here. You punched me in the face. You tried to kill me. If I tried to kill you, you'd be dead. They look like they're about to come to blows. What should Janet do? Janet should save. That's what Janet should do. Save. Janet should save. Oh, it's the last save. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear, what do we do? Fight, my bro. Okay. I'm going to leave this episode here and then I'll continue in the next part. I hope you guys enjoyed that and I'll see you in the next part. Bye!